The day dragged like a secret I could not tell. Every hour I felt him, as if my pulse had tied itself to his. When dusk came, I dressed without thought, my hands trembling as I smoothed my skirt. I told myself I was only walking, but my body already knew where my steps would end. Adrien was waiting. The courtyard seemed brighter for his presence, though he wore black from collar to cuff. His gaze found me instantly, and for a long moment neither of us moved. Then he crossed to me with the stillness of a shadow that has chosen to become flesh. "Mara," he breathed, as though my name itself steadied him. "I told you I'd come," I said, "and I prayed you would." His hand lifted, hovering at my cheek before daring to touch. His fingers traced lightly, reverently, as if memorizing every line. The simple intimacy left me dizzy. The jasmine overhead spilled its fragrance as though blessing us. The fountain sang behind, but all I heard was the silence between our breaths. He bent toward me, and when our lips met, the world melted into warmth. This kiss was different, not hesitant, not frantic, but complete. He kissed me as though no tomorrow existed, as though the night itself had chosen us. My body answered eagerly, every nerve alight. His hands framed my face, then slid down, pulling me against him with a heat that made me shiver. When he broke away, he whispered against my lips, "You are everything I should resist." "Then don't," I whispered back. His laugh was low, unsteady. He kissed me again, slower, deeper, until I melted against him, my hands clutching at his shoulders. His touch was careful yet urgent, the perfect balance of reverence and need. I felt undone and remade all at once. We moved to the fountain's edge, his coat brushing mine, his presence overwhelming every sense. He kissed the hollow of my throat, the curve of my shoulder, each press of his mouth making me tremble. I closed my eyes, giving myself wholly to the moment. "Adrien," I breathed, "you have me, completely." He pulled back only far enough to look into my eyes. His gaze was fierce, silver bright, yet softened by wonder. "And you have me," he said, as though swearing an oath. The words struck deeper than any touch. I kissed him then, pouring every heartbeat, every promise into it. Time unraveled around us. The night deepened, and yet I felt only light, as if his embrace had banished the dark. When at last we drew apart, both of us breathless, he rested his forehead to mine. "If you stay with me, Mara, you step into forever. There will be no safe return." I smiled through the tears that had risen, my voice steady. "Then let forever begin tonight." He closed his eyes as if the words were salvation. And when he kissed me again, it was not a warning, not restraint, but surrender. The bells tolled somewhere far away, but I barely heard them. For us, the night had claimed its own vow, binding us in silence and passion, in a love that belonged not to the village or the dawn, but to the endless dark.